Everyone for coming and showing up tonight. My name is Ken Fons. I'm the chair of the Moscow Human Rights Commission, and it is my honor to be starting these wonderful proceedings of the Ismat Amanan Sheikh Community Unity Award. And we've had several of these. This is a every 2-year award. We alternate with the Arts Award, and I think it is wonderful that we have all three of the children here. You know, it's rare that we get all three of you here at the same time. We usually get one or two, but tonight's a good night. We got all three. And all of your families, so welcome. And so, the award, and I'll introduce Mayor Lambert in a minute, and he'll go into more detail on all of these things. But the award was established to honor the Sheikh family and their contributions to Moscow, their Thanksgiving dinners, all of the many things they did to bring our community together. And so that's why we created this award a number of years ago. And I wanted to recognize, this is annoying when I'm speaking off to the side here. I wanted to recognize our past winners real quickly. And those of our past winners that are here, which two of them are here tonight, if they would briefly stand, that would be great. But our past winners were Joanne Monita and SM Ghazi Davenport, Dr. Wilhelmina's Tony Soraya Clark, former police chief Dan Weaver, Linda Paul, Carla Kapler, who is also here tonight. She is our last award winner. And so I wanted to recognize all of them. And so, as it was noted in the award itself, we take nominations from the community for groups or individuals who have contributed to Moscow, bringing people together, human rights, diversity, just overall making Moscow a better place to live, and which honors the family because that is what they did. And so, as part of this award, the winner gets a gift. They get their name on a plaque, which is up here, and everybody can look at it a little later, that hangs in the City Hall. And their name is engraved on a stone in East City Park as well. And so we've got the list of the winners there already, and our new winner will join them there. And on that note, I will introduce Mayor Lambert, who will give us more detail and announce the winner.
Thank you very much, and good evening, everybody. It is my absolute pleasure to be able to talk about this award because it is so unique. Ismat Sheikh and her husband Abdul Manan, and I knew them both as Aaron and Manan. That's how I only knew. I didn't know any other way, any other different name than that. I'm going to tell you a little story before I go into this evening's award ceremony. Manan and I went back many years ago. I came to Moscow in 1977. In 1978, we opened a Safeway store out at Eastside Mall. And at that time, Manan managed the Greyhound bus station here. I don't know how many folks here knew that. And we would get flowers in all the time. And they come on the bus because we had a floral department when we went from our old store to a new store. The old store didn't have a floral department, but the new store did. And so we had to get, and it was in the middle of winter, it was this time of year when we opened that store up. And so we had to get fresh flowers in all the time. And so that's how I moved on. And just the bus schedule drove me nuts because the bus schedule didn't seem like it was ever on time. And I don't know how many folks here has ever rode on a Greyhound bus, and that's not the fault of whoever's the manager of the bus station. Anyway, Manan and I had many good talks because I was always looking for flowers, and sometimes they'd go down to Lewiston, and sometimes they'd stop in Spokane or somewhere else. But Manan, one of my fond memories of Manan was I served on the United Way with him on the board in the early 80s, and I really got acquainted with him and knew him well, and as well as his wife, Erin. They used to shop in Safeway all the time. And the two, I'm so happy to see the two daughters out here in the audience because they used to tease me all the time. They were a little mischievous young ladies. Now, Mood was always very nice. But the two girls always gave us a bad time, and so we all liked it very much. And so I often think of so very many different times. And so they were just wonderful people. And with that, I'm going to go into, I could sit here and talk for hours about those two folks. And I will say this, I remember when they first did their Thanksgiving, and they did it in their house, and Mom came down to see me at Sheikh to see what kind of deal you get on turkey and different things. And I used to tease them and say, now come on, Mom, you don't eat turkey, do you? You know, I used to tease them about it. We teased each other back and forth about stuff like that all the time. But anyway, it quickly grew from the house to the community center because all of a sudden, you'd have 50, 60 people at these functions, and they were designed for those that couldn't get away, that were here for the university, whether it be students or other folks who didn't have anywhere else to go. And I'll never forget that. That's something that will always be a treasure in my heart and my mind forever, because Manon was just, and his wife were just so eloquent that way. And we could all learn a huge lesson from what they taught us. So with that, I'll go into it. And that was my little talk here. Good evening, and thank you everyone for joining us in this amazing awards ceremony. It's my pleasure to be here. The honor is to honor in memory of two outstanding Moscow citizens, His Mother Sheikh and her husband, Abdul Manan Sheikh, who demonstrated the meaning of community unity in their personal lives and the outreach in the Moscow community. This was marked in particular with their open invitation to anyone in the community for Thanksgiving meals they hosted for many years here in Moscow. The Sheikh Community Unity Award is a biennial civic award to highlight and honor achievements of a Moscow citizen or group who have made outstanding commitments to community unity. These individuals have a history of significant effort on behalf of diversity and human rights in Moscow and their surrounding community. I am proud to name Moscow's very own Tom Hansen. You won, Tom. I'm going to talk a little bit more about you here. We received an excellent nomination letter from our own Joanne. Joanne, thank you so very much, who mentions the terrific work that Tom does on behalf of our community. And as Joanne notes, and I'm going to quote some of these things, Tom, and we'll all recognize this. Whenever there is a human rights program happening in Moscow, you see someone in the background, quietly, videotaping the proceedings. Does that sound familiar? This person will later post the video on his website and let the community know when they can watch it. This person will later post these websites and so everybody can watch it. Tom records the program, and this lets those who could not attend see the program. He shares this information throughout the city and also brings the community closer together because of that. Through his unselfish contribution of time and efforts at videotaping extensive community events at no charge and posting them on Moscow Cares website that he generously maintains, Tom brings people together and shares information about our community and the efforts being made by Moscow citizens to further diversity, inclusion, and protection of human rights. In addition, Tom contributes funds from Moscow Cares to many community efforts for inclusiveness, education, and human well-being. This includes contributions to the Moscow Food Bank through Latah County Human Rights Task Force, the Martin Luther King Breakfast, in support of Missoula Children's Theater and other diversity presentations for our youth through festival dance and performing arts. Each year, he fully funds and presents a free concert by Roy Zimmerman from California, paying artist fee, publicity, and venue rental. Please join me in recognizing and celebrating this 2015 Sheikh Award winner. This is what, Tom, is that rolling? So so we could get a picture of this.
We can take off the tab now.
Can we take this off?
Yeah, we
Tom,
put,
lift this up.
the chief put that on there so in case Tom wondered why you wouldn't see it.
What's your name and your spell right there? This right here. You know, this guy's always kind of calm. It's kind of nice to catch him off guard. I kind of like that. 'Cause he silently goes around and does the pictures and things. You want to say a few words here, Tom?
Good. Of all the people, 20 years in the Army, I retired. When I came here and I started telling you about, I'm reminded of something every time I step out that door. I'm not the only person on this planet. And it's time to got together and enjoy ourselves. And that's the main purpose, period, behind Moscow Cares. But Moscow Cares is nothing without you guys. Otherwise, I'd just sitting there with my iPad shooting pictures. But I want to tell you, I adopted Moscow as my home. And like I told my wife when we first came over to look up past and retired from the Army, I'm going to die of old age here. Take care. Now can I go back to sleep?
Yeah, Tom, you can go back to your camera. This guy takes one for video and everything, so I'm so tickled. Ken, do you want to come on back up here? Thank you so very much for being out here. I don't know what else you wanted to talk about. This was pretty neat. I couldn't wait to do this. And it's so nice to see the children. Growing men and women with beautiful children.
Thank you. Well, thank you, man. I just want to say that Tom selflessly gives of himself. I mean, anytime we need a photographer, somebody to video, or all of these different things, all I have to do is drop him an email and he shows up, if at all possible. Does it, mails me, sends me a wide variety of formats so we can do anything we want with it, puts it online for us, all these kind of things. And he does it all on his own. And there have been times where he's been at events and he was so moved by the event that he would write us a check for a donation right there while he was filming. You know, he quickly write us a check and give us a check to support whatever cause it happened to be. And so I'm very pleased that you were this year's winner, Tom. And also very pleased that the family can join us for this wonderful event again. And on that note, you don't need to hear me talk anymore. You need to eat the rest of the snacks so they don't go to waste. Chat with each other, visit. And it's, you know, I don't know how often you get back to Moscow. Some of every few months, I guess, or something. Some of you much longer than that, but you know, mingle, chat, enjoy yourselves. And thanks to everyone for coming. And thank you again, Tom, for your work.